Cleaner.
The monster. He was actually here. We're going into the knife round now, so we'll see who gets to start on which side. But it was cool. You know, Cajun was actually in the chat when we did the State of CS the other day. So he was agreeing, disagreeing, laughing a lot apparently at what we were saying. So, you know, good times. What's up, Cajun? Let's see if he can actually, well, do some damage here on the server, because he actually has been stepping up. I believe he has like the 3rd rating right now going into this LAN based off of stats for the past 3 months for Team Dignitas. So, I mean, he's definitely coming back into form. But I guess the main talking points for this team right now, apart from MSL and the call role, etc., are Magic Boy, and Config.
His name is Emil, you know.
There was a time when you got him to actually change his name to Magic Boy or Magic.
I did. I even explained to him, look, I mean, it'd be great, you know. It's much better. But he went back, and that's fair enough. We'll have to live with it. I do talk to him on a regular basis about all sorts of theorycraft-related stuff, so he's a pretty good resource for that. Now, we are going to be headed into it. Dignitas is going to be starting on the CT side, Na'Vi on the terrorist side, and already a bit of a fight in the middle. Config caught off guard, has to fall back. He can't. Rubino there, and what a great double kill. Looking for more. No one challenging him. A 3rd headshot coming through from the Norwegian player. And it's going to be Simple left in our 1-on-4. We were talking about all these Danes, and it turns out to be the Norwegian to save out his team there. That was just an incredible sequence, and it's going to leave Simple alone.
Power of the USP and slow comms basically means that Rubino, they had no idea where he was shooting from. Gets that free kill off the 2nd one, and that's it. And this was an all-or-nothing kind of strategy from Na'Vi. That bomb was coming out of Palace, it looks like, and it gets dropped over on the site itself. So Simple, I mean, Dignitas know exactly where he's coming from. They're just going to be able to set up and lock him down. And you can see exactly Cajun B already in position. All he has to do is sit here and hold this angle. And in just a moment, it's like clockwork. Just all falls into place. What a round for Dignitas.
Just very impressive. If Rubino doesn't get, you know, those, even just the first kill, I think especially, it could get really wildly out of control. So just great play on his part. Really safe buy coming in here, if you notice. Just the 1 UMP and then M4s and FAMASs on the rest. That's they're really expecting Na'Vi to be aggressive early on here.
Yeah, I like it. I like to see it as well, because this is like a play for the long game. Make the investment now, and you're confident in your ability to hold on the anti-eco, and so that you can carry these rifles on into the next round and the round after that, right? And you're just thinking long-term economy, right? You just want to be reinvesting in nades round after round. You don't want to have to go for the big spend on the rifles. And so Dignitas, right, they're confident in their ability to just completely clothesline Na'Vi in this round. And Config, off to a good start. He finds Edward eventually at top mid. Magic Boy will take down Flamey. That was in Palace. And well, now it's, yeah, just 3 players left here for Na'Vi. And this was a bit of a force coming in from Na'Vi. They did invest in the Kevlar in this round, so they really do need to actually find like a couple of kills here.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. They didn't put the bomb down in the first round, so we could kind of expect that they'd be doing something like this. They just need to actually have some sort of result with it. And Simple, the first one to pick up a kill there. Could even go and steal that from us, but he's going to stick with the Deagle for a moment. Guardian missing a shot. Simple taking down MSL as well. And suddenly it's a little bit more expensive here. Meg's going to pick up the 1 kill on Guardian, and Simple. Surely we are about to hit the end of this round here. I don't see him being able to do much more, but he does have the bomb. If he can get this kill, then oh my god, he takes down Magic Boy, and that's going to open it up. He can actually go and get this bomb plant. Not quite. Rubino going to catch him in spite of the grenade. I thought for sure that would keep him back a little bit. So really, really important kill at the end there.
And just, there you go. That's the kind of explosive power that Simple can bring to the table, right? I mean, Config deciding to close quarters, basically, versus pistols, ill-advised in CSGO, because those suckers will take your head off point blank like that. So you're putting yourself, already, you have your FAMAS, you're like, okay, I'm hungry for kills. You're putting yourself at risk by getting that close. Simple, not going to pass up on that opportunity. And with that Deagle, I mean, yeah, this is what Simple is capable of. This is what he brings to the table now that he's joined up with Na'Vi. They have that explosive kind of just damaging power. And while they turn the round around, because now they get 3 kills, all of a sudden, that's a pretty decent round for Na'Vi.
It is. If they could have got the bomb plant down, that would have been really scary. They didn't. They do have Simple on another Deagle, and then Glocks on everybody else. And Meg is in a position that's dangerous later on in this half if they have Molotovs, but because they don't, he should be very safe, especially with the double backup that he's got. So I think this actually position is almost perfectly tailored to counter this round for Na'Vi. I don't see how they could possibly make it anywhere right now. He's going to pick up 2 kills, and that's the problem. He can do this almost risk-free, so it's a good double for him, and that's going to be the end of the round. So 3-0 for Dignitas. Pretty comfortable, good start for them. We'll see if it can continue now that Guardian has picked up the AWP.
Whew, by the skin of his teeth as well. 47.50 on the nose. So straight glass cannon for Guardian, and Cajun has gone ahead and upgraded to the AWP as well on Dignitas' side. And it looks like Cajun, for now, just going to take it over towards the mid and basically look to try and get an angle towards top mid from Connector. But that short smoke goes down, so annoying. Basically means that he has to sit here and hold this angle, but he is providing cover for Config. But this is the problem. With that smoke down, Config has to be careful about how he peeks this, because if he overextends, Cajun isn't going to be able to help him. And Guardian, in the meantime, is taking down MSL. That was in B Apartments over on the B site. So there, instant rotation coming out now from Config. He has to try and rotate over to support his mate on that bomb site.
Yeah. You see that kill, even though it happens at B, it really relaxes the defense more in the middle. We'll see if now we're going to try and test that a little bit. Rubino is ready for a pop flash, if in case they get a good opportunity for it. He also has a Molotov, so he could definitely buy a lot of time if he survives. The problem is they have Simple with that one Molotov as well, which means his position is going to be impossible to hold if that goes down. We'll see if Simple's going to be able to put it down in the right spot. He's got it charged right now. It's going to go down towards the truck instead, and now they're out. They're not checking the corner just yet, and Rubino's there. Pop flash in, picks up one, but he can't get the second. It took too long for the first one. Config down on the side. He's being flanked as well, and Simple to pick up that kill, leaving it a 2-on-3.
Oh, and Cajun rotates off. Will he hit the flick? No, Edward, instant headshot. Drops him. And that's Magic Boy now. Oh, I'm just going to say Magic Boy. But it's Magic Boy now alone in a 1v3. He has a kit, no nades. And so, yeah, this is not a situation where he wants to go in to try and take a fight. Na'Vi have already established the Triangle of Doom, and so that bomb site is thoroughly covered. They even have the option. I mean, it would be insanity to go double AWP, but I just want to see Simple on the op, Anders. Just more opportunities for tags, please.
Yes, I mean, he's made a name for himself in that front. I don't mind this idea that Guardian is the main one and Simple is the follow-up one. And maybe double up on T side here is a stretch. But still, you're right, it's perfectly possible. Rubino, sorry, not Rubino, Magus Boy already a little bit low, but they can't catch him, so that's going to be the end of it. 3-1. I've got to say, I think, and that was going to be my... I think a lot of this was down to Rubino just not hitting the spray then. Yeah. Because I think he took like 7 or 8 bullets to get the first kill, and that's way too much. And he actually... The flashbang was obviously perfect. I think he had 3 people flash, so good setup, but bad follow-up, bad execution on that. You
gotta wonder. I mean, the whole setup was actually for that one flashbang. Basically. Yeah. Because Config is there to draw attention to the site, get Na'Vi to focus on him here. Like, yes, the defense is on the site, we're playing passive, and then Rubino, boom, drops the flash in their face. So, and Rubino, I mean, he's been expressing a little bit of frustration with his level recently. So, I mean, to see a little bit more of that at the beginning, first map, first few rounds, that's not what you want to be seeing right now if you're Rubino. You want to be nailing a play like that to really give you the confidence, the wind beneath your wings, to allow you, to power forward here. But we're not going to see that. They still have enough money, though, Dignitas, to go for the buy. So 4 rifles. Cajun still has the op. So we have to see now, are they going to be able to shut Na'Vi down early on here, or are Na'Vi going to be able to establish dominance in the economic game?
They made their way up, but Config, blind spray through the smoke then. And see, he's going to be out of the round. MSL with a very aggressive position, and even better, he's Cajun behind him, and he could probably watch that same angle, so they're going to be walking into a bit of a strange crossfire if they go up here. Cajun actually not looking the same way. Kind of wish he would look up here where MSL is holding. That FAMAS close range is going to be good, but still AK's on the other side. Great flashbang in, and Cajun helping out. There's the shot. And now 2-on-4. Oh, and he misses the chance. Cajun with the unscopes. He's got to trust his angles here. Rubino there to rescue him. Takes down Simple, and now Guardian kind of stuck on the high ground. What a shot on Rubino. Just slides into the angle, but he's only got 11 HP, and he's already getting flanked. Nice prediction on his part. Dodges the wall bang. That's pretty clever stuff from Guardian, but it didn't really matter when Magus Boy was already looking for the flank. You gotta love these gloves, by the way, and I mean, there's been a couple of Reddit threads already about it. Not that I religiously check Reddit every 3 minutes or anything, but that is quite cool. Right, 4-1, and the 6th round coming up. A big win here for Dignitas, and a nice setup with MSL and Cajun in the background. I thought they had set up for more of a crossfire, but it still worked out kind of well for them. Now that puts Na'Vi in a bit of a weird position early on. I mean, economically, yes, Na'Vi are not happy right now. They had a chance. They know it. They know they had a chance as well to really reset Dignitas hard. But instead, they're back to pistols, so it's going to be a bit of the run and gun. Simple has the AK. And it looks like, I mean, right now, they're kind of alternating, right? It's back and forth between that A site and B site, Na'Vi. So it looks like they want to go tap on that A site real quick.
see if they can find somebody sleeping over here. But Maggie's boy holding solid on the site, and he's got support from Config as well. And basically, the two heavy hitters here for Dignitas playing on one site. That is not exactly the kind of crossfire you want to walk into.
Definitely not. It'd be great if they could make something out of this round, Na'Vi. At least get a bomb plant or anything like that. They seem to be rotating back towards the A bomb side, and that's a big problem for them. They do have the grenades to set up a nice assault on here, but there's going to be at least one person that's Magus close to the balcony, and other two people right behind him. Cajun going to get smoked off, and look, he wants to go help out Magus. That's a really good idea, but the smokes are so good for Na'Vi, making it really hard to move forward with that AWP. Magus going to get the one kill, followed up actually Config helping out, and there's the double kill finally happening, so this attack is pretty much done with, even though it was a good idea because they had Simple in the middle here to help out, and that would have worked a lot better if the bomb was down right now.
Near flawless. Just a bit of a shame that MSL gets caught at the end. But that was actually, and again, it's perfect play, and it comes down to timing as well. The fact that Magic, he manages to draw attention to himself on the site, that opens it up for Config to go for the peak. MSL is there to worry about mid, and it all falls into place so nice and neat for Dignitas. And so that's the kind of thing that Na'Vi right now, they have to figure out how to deal with. And it's not going to be in this round either because, once again, they're on pistols. They just don't have the money. So Rubino, quick 2 kills for him. That's fine. A little bit of an early peek at top mid, seeing as how the guys in underpass weren't in position yet to try and, crunch on the man holding in connector.
Yeah.
But still, another just single kill. I mean, right now, what's really scary for Na'Vi is that they have to know that Dignitas are starting to build up quite a bank. Like, there's clean money across the board for Dignitas to go for a full buy in the next round again.
Yeah, that is a definite issue. And also now we keep lacking the bomb plants. I mean, again, if you're losing on the T side, at least just get that $800 bonus on everybody so you can, over time, that will, at the end of the game, at the end of the first sort of 15 rounds here, that could buy you another buy round or two, even if you don't spend the money all the time. It's still really valuable. So we'll see if that's going to come back to haunt Na'Vi a little bit. They have bought in this round, and look at Guardian challenging this smoke and walking through it. It might not seem like a lot, but that's really scary to do. Cajun going to be going down, and Magus actually walking down the slope. Somehow he's not walking back. If he was going to go back and reinforce the middle, where they just lost someone, that would be exactly what Guardian wanted. Oh
my god. If he catches the bomb carrier, that's huge. He drops the bomb, and that opens it up. Rubino finds seized as well. And now that they have bomb control, it doesn't matter, Na'Vi. You have the site, that's fine. What are you going to do with it? Now we can rotate over. We have the bomb.
Yeah, really big issue here. Magus still hanging around. I kind of wish he'd fall back and maybe reconnect with his team a little bit. But he's going to stick around and try and see if he can cover the bomb. And there's Guardian going down, and Magus picking up one more kill. He's finally out, but look at this. 5 HP, 45 seconds left, and a 1 versus 2 for Simple. Magus really helping out his team then, down to a double kill for him. And as you pointed out, just the fact that it was the bomb carrier coming through, that was huge.
That was like the one way that Dignitas had a chance in that round, pretty much, as far as I'm concerned. Because the rest of I mean, if the bomb is there and Flamey runs onto the site, 5 players alive for Na'Vi, they lock down that site all day long. But they actually lose the one key member that could have screwed it all up for him. And now, yeah, 5 HP left. Rubino not going to miss the shot. Manages to pick it up nice and clean, and tactical pause being called by Na'Vi. 7-1 scoreline for Dignitas. They're way ahead now. They have strong economy, whereas, again, Na'Vi are going to be in a forced buy sort of scenario if they decide to go for the buy. And that's it. Na'Vi, unlike SK, actually, they decide to go for the tactical pause before it gets too far gone.
Flamey with no kills yet. Starting in the 9th round, 2 on Edward, 2 on Seized. Definitely a bit of an issue here for the Na'Vi team. And right now, I know of at least one Serbian who's smiling and giggling at this because I mean, his reasoning, Yanko, in case you're wondering, that's the different camera. Semler and I suddenly.
Senya, that is like a sick sweater that he's got going right now. Just
it is.
Props.
I have something that's even more outrageous at home. Meta,
really?
Yeah, Meta got me this Christmas sweater. You know, the ones that have like the reindeer and everything on them. You know, I have one of those, and I only ever wear it at home.
You have like the horrible ones, right? Have you ever been to one of those parties where it's just the horrible Christmas party sweater where everybody has to wear like the sweaters?
That's what it is.
But then got this friend, right, whose mom is like a sick knitter. Like she just knits sweaters all day long, basically. And I'm just dead jealous because all of his sweaters are so cool. They look so good and like they're so soft. And I mean, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
You should try and get hooked up with that. You know,
That's what I was like, bro. And she's like, no. She's too busy, making sodas for me. She doesn't have time to make sodas for you. She's like, I was like, fine, I can't. Fine.
All right.
Mom's love.
Look. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I really feel like they need to get into gear right now because the analysis where we were talking about Yanko sort of pointing out that Na'Vi could be a little bit slow at the gate. And they certainly are right now, and there's just no time for that, because Dignitas are obviously fired up at the moment. Grenade into the middle here, and oh, that's one hell of a headshot. Cajun out of the round, and followed up by Conflict going down to Flamey, turning around, stealing the M4, and taking a kill on Rubino. This is what they need, Na'Vi, and it's about time as well. Good cleanup from Magus, picking up 3 kills and making it a competitive round still.
That actually puts it within the realm possibility here for MSL to actually push onto this side and catch 2 out.
Oh, he's got a grenade.
One of them is so low as well. Flamey, 5 HP. Touchdown! Oh, yes. 1v1. There's a rifle, but MSL, he had the advantage. Simple, though, manages to come through in the end and saves the op. An eco round win for Na'Vi. And all of that off of just actually a really sick setup from Edward on short.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Really well done. And then the great follow-up, I think Flamey picking up the first kill and then stealing the M4 and taking another one. That's obviously big news. So, great round for Na'Vi. A little bit sketchy for Dignitas. You'd think they could maybe pull through in that round. And you're right, it looked to me like MSL had the better angle there, but couldn't quite make it through. So now, we'll see you in the 10th round. It is not over yet. Na'Vi can claw their way back into this game very quickly with just a couple of rounds being won. MSL holding over by B bomb site. They're going to try and run through the smoke. And he denies one. Cajun taking a kill as well. And MSL not reloading yet.
That's bizarre. Did they get lost in the smoke? What happened? One guy runs through and then they don't actually look to trade? Interesting decision from Na'Vi because now they're pretty far behind in this. 2 men down. Config, he's on life support, sure. And, well, I guess that's what Simple can do, right? He spent too much time in NA. Just pushes through the smoke, gets the kill on MSL. But it's still a 2-on-4 scenario, and Rubino's alive on the site to get picked off by Guardian shortly after. So a man advantage now for Dignitas. Na'Vi still showing that they've got the fight. Flamey and Guardian still alive here.
Oh, he needed that bomb plant here. Flamey going to be getting the kill on Config, but Guardian got to be quick about it because rotating in is Magus as well. They don't have all day. Otherwise, they're going to get zoned out and locked into a really bad position. The one big bonus here is that there's no more grenades on Dignitas, so Na'Vi with a bit of an edge. Great headshot coming out, though, and he's trying to catch him. Not quite happening. Down to 27 seconds here, and Guardian locked in, sandwiched in a 1-on-2.
Cajun doesn't even flinch. Oh, sure, you can fake plant all day long. You know what I'm going to do? Just wait for the clock. You don't have any time to play with Guardian. 14 seconds, and he finally decides to stick it. And so now it is the retake scenario here. Single flash thrown out, not effective. They're going to peek together. No! They decide to go different directions. Cajun goes right, and that's the death of Magic. And now he's been spotted as well, but Guardian misses the flick, and it's all about Cajun applying the pressure, and he gets the headshot in the end. Back-to-back clutch rounds, but this time it goes Dignitas' way.
Cajun the cleaner. That was very, very important. And exactly the kind of shot that Guardian is so well known for hitting. I thought he would absolutely get that. Very important. But honestly, Magus Boy as well, just picking up the first one when he's on catwalk there. Very impressive. He's at 15, 1, and 4, so he's doing a very fine job at the moment, making sure his team stays on top. That was a scary round that Na'Vi almost made it away with, and they're going to buy again.
Yeah, I feel like this is both teams showing some nerves here because that was a 3v5. Well, Guardian is going to pick up one, but Config instantly trades in mid. And so they do get control of that A site now, Na'Vi, but it's a 4-on-4 scenario, and Cajun is still holding it cross at jungle with that AWP, looking to see if anybody's going to try and make the cross onto the site.
Yeah, you must have seen one guy jumping past there. Flamey down, and the grenade is going to be right on him. Does quite a bit of damage. Guardian in front. That's a good headshot. He almost takes up Guardian, and there it is. A team kill coming through. Cajun so excited about that last round. He's going to pick up a teammate, but he follows up on Simple. So maybe it is worth it after all. Edward now in a 1-on-1. Cajun trying to track him. He clutched the last one. Can he do it again? He will hit the headshot with the USP, and that's going to be the round. Dignitas picking it up 9-2. A completely chaotic round, but ultimately one that works out for Dignitas.
What is going on, Anders?
Just madness.
Because I feel like we're almost getting a replay of VPSK this morning, right? Our first best of 2 of the day.
Yeah.
And it's very similar scenarios where the clutches just kind of kept going the other team's way, right? On the CT side as well. SK struggled mightily to get their T side going on Mirage this morning and failed miserably. 13-2 at the end of the first half, where VP were in the lead on CT. And we're seeing it all again here where Dignitas, they're way ahead now, 9-2. They've got a strong economy, or strong, right? They're forcing Na'Vi onto pistols, and they just keep winning the clutches. So, I mean, Na'Vi need to figure it out here. So something needs to kind of just shift their way all of a sudden, or is that just the way that Mirage goes here at Epicenter?
I don't know. This is where I feel like having a player like Simple is going to be important, because we already seen him being able to open up different sites, and I think this is where I would try and give Simple more room to work with and say you are going to have to do your thing, and then we'll follow up once we're back on track a little bit here. MSL making a wise choice, trying to fall back. Rubino going to pick up Edward, and now they are all going to focus on this B bomb site. Config helping out a little bit. So much damage being put into Na'Vi here. I think they just wanted the bomb plant, but I'm not sure they're even going to be allowed that. Simple actually picking up one more kill, and with the health on Rubino, this is not too comfortable for Dignitas. He's going to make the jump and even spots out Magus. That's very smart play.
That's huge. That's the difference maker right there, because if Magus can get the drop on him, boom, it's done. But now Simple has all the tools necessary to make this happen. 35 seconds left, though, and Rubino, very smart play from him. He's taking his time with it. He's just going to fall on back, maybe allow Simple to waste some time trying to hunt him down, but instead, because he's got Magic Boy up in the apartments right now to cover it. So now they know the bomb is planted on B, and they can work in at 2 angles, but it doesn't matter. Magic instantly finds the headshot on Simple, who just had to take a fight. He had to turn it into a 1v1 somehow.
Yeah, but still, that's so scary. Double kill and a bomb plant, and overall, Dignitas getting just a little bit close to the edge there. They will hold on to it, and it's going to be 10-2. Now, with that bomb plant especially, they can really buy... It makes a big difference. I mean, that's the armor for Guardian, for instance. Otherwise, he couldn't have afforded that. So it's a really important play.
This is just nuts, dude. I mean, it feels like... I mean, does it feel like New York all over again, just with how Simple is playing? Where's the rest of the team? Because Simple's certainly here. Simple's doing some damage, and I mean, it's weird how this is so similar to the first map that we saw today, with Fallen and Cold being the only guys really awake on the map.
Look at Config, he's walking up underpass. He's going to take C's down, and I think he just spotted the shoulder then. Cajun does not need to challenge in middle right now. They already got the opening frag, but he's going to do it anyway, and he wins the fight against Guardian. Absolutely scary, looking for a second kill. Edward is trapped back there. The grenade raining in. He has to move out, and that's out into the open. Trying to back him up a little bit is a teammate, but this is a horrendous beginning to the 13th round here. Na'Vi, now they're really losing track of everything, and Cajun is connecting all across the board with this AWP.
But Simple is still alive, Anders, so it's not over yet. Just saying. Just saying. He's going to spot out Magus, or no, he's going to die in a hail of bullets. No, but he just gets the kill, still 91 HP. What is going on? Finally, Cajun gets into it and takes down Simple, but...
I have no idea what just happened.
For a second there, I was just like, it's fated, it's meant to be. He's just not, you cannot... Look at that, 14, 1, and 11 right now for Simple. Seized is struggling. He's definitely having a bit of a difficult time right now. Flamey and Edward as well. Guardian doing the best that he can, it seems, but... Yeah, this is a very chaotic, let's say chaotic first half. 11-2 Dignitas.
There's been some close 1v1s and 1v2s, but they're just all going Dignitas' way. And at this point in time, Na'Vi need the last 2 rounds here. They need to make this 11-4 as an absolute minimum at the end. Cajun opening up, taking down, seized another AWP shot, and Edward is very low on health as well. Cajun just hitting all these shots. He's really worth his weight in gold right now. Magus so hyped up, almost shooting his teammate then. It's going to be a double kill for him anyway, and that will be another round closed out. Triple for Cajun B, and a 12-2 scoreline here. I can't believe it.
Yeah, this is really tough. 12-2. We might see another 13-2 because Dignitas certainly have all the money for whatever they want. They could go auto snipers, they could do whatever they want at this point. Whereas Na'Vi, again, very limited in their economy, limited in their utility. 3 smoke grenades, a single HE, couple of flashes to work with. That's the best. And then Cajun gets the timing on Flamey before the smoke blooms. Bam, takes him down. And nice attempt there by Edward to bring it back, but Config lurking at bottom mid is going to trade that kill, and Dignitas maintain the man advantage. In the meantime, Simple and Guardian moving as a duo, but they give it away. Magic Boy, he knows they're there now.
He definitely does flashbang in, but he can't get the kill. Simple to pick him up, and Guardian with the kill on Config. So here in the 15th round, just when it is almost at an end, MSL and Rubino in a 2-on-3 versus Na'Vi. We'll see if they can somehow find a way out. Rubino would have to at least at least get one kill as they cross there. Bring the bomb back in. There are Molotovs on both the Dignitas players, so you got to watch out for that. That could really be important here at the A-bomb side.
They can find one kill, and there it is. MSL, he gets dropped to half HP, but he takes down Guardian. Simple's on 34 HP right now. He's a bit tender. He's got to be careful, and he is going to fall back and try and play together with his teammate. Take advantage of this CT smoke being up, but Rubino waiting right on the other side. Is he going to go charging through? Yes, he gets baited and takes it.
And you got to wonder why. Why not just coordinate a little bit with your teammate here? MSL now alone in a 1-on-2. He does have the Molotov, but even throwing it could be dangerous at this point. He's going to try and use it just on the right-hand side there, but did he spot him cross? I'm not even sure. Either way, he's locked into a terrible position. Going to tap the bomb once and already making it out. That's a headshot on Simple now. Seized. Last to left. And he doesn't have any head armor. One bullet to the face and he's going to be out. He's holding it down. MSL almost getting it, but not quite. Seized. Going to be able to close it out at the end. And it will be 12-3 in favor of Dignitas. Still, you got to give them a lot of credit. But also, got to wonder what happened to Na'Vi. What are they doing right now?
It's Na'Vi struggling on the T side. And then SK this morning struggling on the T side. On both maps, SK struggled. I mean, just saying, Nuke is coming up next, Anders. And Na'Vi have never been known for their strength on the map in particular.
No,
so,
at the same time, I really feel like nobody really has like a very good... No one has sort of, you know, taken Nuke as their own, this new version of it.
Just yet. But it's... Yep. Okay. No, wait.
I think it's one of those maps that could be... It could be anybody's map at this point. Like, it's... I mean, it's true that but then the old version of Na'Vi, there aren't that many people left from that squad, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time, unleash someone like Simple or something like that. You know, I think Guardian didn't play Nuke just because, you know, when he joined the team originally, the other guys didn't. Yeah. But I think, you know, I think it could work out all right for them. But this is their map pick, though. That's the one thing, you know. They did pick Mirage. You got to think that it's a bit of a slap in the face almost.
Is this where just, I mean, already, because there's that question mark going into their T side, is Seized calling the shots? Is it Starks? And it looks like we're already live with the second half pistol. The bomb has been planted.
Yes, we are. Dignitas, they've lost a member, but they are with the bomb down. Flamey and Seized picking up kills. Rubino and Cajun. Can they hold on for a long enough time here? Rubino's certainly not going to happen. And that will be the round here. They're struggling to pick up all the guns. And Simple with the defuse kit. Got to expect it's him to pick up that defuse. So a big win for Na'Vi. An absolute must-win round in terms of making some sort of ridiculous comeback happen. Yeah,
I mean, now they're... I mean, let's be straight here. Now they're not on the T side, not that big on the tactics. They can basically try and play off of each other here, and we already seen that Simple, he's awake. He's at 16-1-13 right now. He's in double digits going into the beginning of the second half. But the big thing here is that they pick up the pistol. They actually trade pistols. Both teams win their CT pistol. So this can set it up for that lockdown defense where Na'Vi can start to generate that economy. And they have a very similar approach. Both of these teams favoring a rifle-heavy approach in the second round instead of trying to cheat a little and get some SMGs into the fight.
Oh, that grenade, but they do actually see it coming and end up falling back just a little bit here. Good spray for Guardian. And you're right. I like this attempt. I like the idea that you don't try and take too many risks, especially in a map like Mirage. I mean, if you're holding far back with an MP9 or something, it's not going to be easy to use it.
And again, both teams finding success with the pistols. Na'Vi, they did a lot of damage to Dignitas in the second round when Dignitas had invested heavily in rifles. And here we've already lost 2 players for Na'Vi. Seized, if he's unlucky, if the timing, it works out for Seized, but he just had to go full MLG. That's the key.
He did the 360. I love it. Why not? Why not, indeed. 12-5 is the scoreline. 20 kills on Magisk at the moment. A little bit lower on the board is MSL at 7, so he's sort of holding the bottom of the scoreboard there. But still, his team overall is doing enough that this is not really a big problem for them at the moment. And because they got the bomb plant in the first round, here in the third round of the second half, they're going to be able to buy AKs and already challenging the middle. Bomb does get dropped, but a nice refrag. Cajun going to be going down, though. Simple, aggressive play coming through, and he's going to be able to take config as well. He couldn't really see him, but that didn't matter. Nice flick from Rubino. I have no idea how he got that on Flamey.
What in the Sam hell is going on here, Anders? I mean, that's now Seized is going to chime in and take out Rubino, who decides to peek in the jungle before the smoke can go off. And so there's a free kill, allowing Na'Vi a chance back into this round. Magisk Boy is now going to be the last man alive in a 1v2. Definitely feasible. And while that smoke blooms, he's actually just going to take the risk and go for the straight plant. So he challenges on CT, gets that bomb down at least, and he knows that one player is over here on the other side, wins the duel versus Simple. Now he's into a 1v1, and he knows that Seized is on the other side of that smoke towards jungle, and that Magic Boy now has all the tools necessary to win this 1v1.
He's trying to just confuse the situation a little bit. He's going to be walking in perfect situation, just walks out. Seized has no idea. That's such clever positional play coming out of Magisk, and ultimately, you can just tell that Seized was so convinced he was still behind the box then. That's just very intelligent, very smart play, because he had no health for it. If that had been a straight-out aim fight, if he had stayed behind the boxes, it would have been horrendous for him, but that works out so well. 13-5, and the 19th round is coming up here. It's us just delivering a huge blow to Na'Vi.
No, that's the railroad. I mean, the train wreck, I think, is the point that I'm trying to make there, because Na'Vi really, they just got TNT'd off the rails. When Dignitas are at 13 rounds after winning one round in the second half, that's looking pretty grim for Na'Vi, who just got reset to pistols. So Na'Vi have lost all their room for error, essentially. Round of pistols, and a brave jump into his death from Seized.
That was brave, I'll give you that.
But that's, I mean, he gets a little bit of info. He just spots the one player, and he didn't see anybody at top mid, so the rest of his teammates are starting to push pit, hoping to catch some kind of A setup, but that's not the case, so what are you going to do next? Well, basically you're with pistols, so you cross your fingers and hope, but Dignitas doing a very good job of canvassing the map, and it looks like they want to go towards that B site.
Yeah, and this is pretty much a perfect call right now, so it's a really good job right now on MSL, who's, I think, has been steadily leading this team in a very good direction. I think he's been heavily criticized himself for, you know, so like, is he's getting enough kills every once in a while? Is that a problem for the team? At the same time, if you think about the growth they've had, it's, I mean, I think at least some part of it has to be credited to him.
After talking a bit with MSL as well, I mean, he's like, I mean, he gets heavily criticized, but he's also, it's also just that case of, you know, he's also his biggest critic, right? Like constantly questioning, constantly wondering, okay, what's next, what to do, what like just the work ethic on the players in Dignitas, is one of the best in the game right now, and that's got to be in large part responsible for their success or their recent successes and just how much better they've been getting. Now that they have the additional firepower from Magisk and Config, who are starting to find their stride, it looks like. I mean, Magisk Boy is sitting at the top of the scoreboard right now. Now MSL kind of has the heavy hitters, the tools necessary to really follow through on the tactical side, on his side of things, because, you know, it's not down to MSL. He's sitting on 8 kills, sure, but he's the one calling the shots right now. So if he's got Magisk, if he's got the others to fall back on, Rubino in particular doing a very good job on this map.
14-5, another 2 rounds for Dignitas, and we will already be into a second map here between the two. But Edward, he gets 1 kill. He was flashed as well. Can't get a second one. He's going to go down. Flamey to pick up 1. They're just trading wildly. Simple is finally going to close it out with a double kill, and now it's all on Magisk, and he's got so much time for this. If he could find the... It's actually hard right now for Na'Vi not to give him a lot of individual fights, at least until they know where he is. Yeah, that's the one advantage he has here.
If he can catch, exactly, if he can catch Seized, or if he can catch Guardian, boom, because Simple is low on 33 HP. So that's going to make it a little bit tricky, for Simple, but still gets the kill, 7 HP on him. What I was going to comment on, I mean, the last time that Dignitas did that, again, equally chaotic, and somehow it turned into the 1v2 where Magic was able to clutch it. This time around, Dignitas, they're doing an excellent job of trading kills with that challenge and connector. They keep just, you know, oh, one guy dies, doesn't matter. The next guy behind, boom, gets that trade kill instantly. It's the other parts of the equation when they actually start trying to push onto the site after that initial trade that just seems so dicey. And Na'Vi, that time around in that round, managed to come out ahead on it.
We'll see. It is do or die time for Na'Vi. They are behind 14-6. They have bought rifles into this round, as you would pretty much expect, but it's going to start off with Magisk taking down Seized, a great headshot to open up, and he's going to continue to push, not realizing that right next to him is Simple, who's got a really good angle for a headshot here. But in the meantime, backup is being called for. Magisk going to make the jump down, and Simply has to call for more backup here. Otherwise, he's going to end up in a really rough position. And they're coming in from Catwalk, but also pushing a little bit over by the connector. It is going to be MSL to take down Simple, and Flamey falls. It's pretty much aggression all across the map. And what it does to Na'Vi is it catches half their team just rotating around the map. They're just trying to get into the right position, and then they get caught running around. What a great round. Config with the triple. and a 15-6 scoreline.
Yeah, 15-6, and that's pretty much going to lock it down. I mean, there is a bit of...
I mean, as soon as Simple C's Meg is jumping out of the balcony like that and running in, he calls for backup, and that causes the people over at Connector to walk through the smoke in the middle, and then it just goes horribly bad from there on out.
That's the nail on the head. If you're as a CT, you're pushing through that smoke to look to catch the guys on short, right? If they're actually pushing up onto B, you want to catch the guys in mid, you want to catch the guys in short. If they're ready and waiting for you, though, it's a bit of a blender moment. So, well, for Na'Vi, I mean, sometimes you just have to try and go for the quick plays, and it just doesn't pan out. And really, nothing has really worked for them so far in this on this first map in this best of 2, 15-6. And C's once again lying in wait. He's got Simple to back him up and act as bait. And wondering if Config, yeah, they're just going to be thorough about it. Molotov goes onto the balcony. And while C's has got nowhere to hide.
At least he makes it out alive. I feel like that was, even that was a bit of an upside. Bomb, though, is making its way back on the other side of the map, and it's very hard for Na'Vi to know what's going on right now. They've got no middle information. All they know is a lot of grenades have been thrown over here, and Config is still kind of a presence. They are getting a good read anyway of bringing people back towards the A bomb site. Or they were, at least, but you can tell they're kind of second-guessing themselves.
And now here comes the execute. Just go for bread and butter. They have the players. They have the nades. Magic is going to open things up. Guardian with the instant headshot. He's going to get 2. Sprays down Rubino. Still alive behind the box as well with half HP. But so long as he stays here, that's enough. Not going to happen, though. And Edward just gets completely annihilated at the end by Cajun B. What a performance from Dignitas to start things off here on this first map. Complete and utter shutout. Their CT side looking good.